Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Matt and it is finally Fiendish Friday. Yes, 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 folks, Friday is finally upon us. First and foremost, I do hope each and every one of you are having a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff because life really is too short as is. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing each and every one of you every Monday through Friday, permitting my schedule, and then, of course, major holidays. And then also look in the description box for more information on the daily film, such as your brief synopsis, your starring cast, director, runtime of the cut I am watching, along with an MPAA rating, if there is one that exists, which most of the time there is not going to be one. And today is definitely an unrated movie. If it were to be rated, I would imagine it would get an NC-17. And then I also usually put in some trivia, which there is no trivia for today. It was lacking on things that were worthwhile of mentioning, so I just went ahead and kept that blank for you. And then, but I did get you the link for the trailer for the movie itself, which the link, or for the trailer itself, it is, by the way, it is not safe for work, much like most of the movies I review. They are NSFW, not safe for work, or not safe for family environments as well. So definitely keep that in mind, especially with today's movie. It is extremely in your face, misogynistic, X-rated. It is just absolutely batshit crazy. It is out there in just cuckoo land. It is just so crazy and good though. But either way, now that I got all that out of the way, let's get on to the movie of the day. This one came out back in 2010. It is none other than The Taint, directed by Drew Bolduc and Dan Nelson. This is a co-directed team effort. They both did lots and lots and lots of roles behind the camera. Drew Bolduc played two different roles in front of the camera, including our main character Philo, and then he also plays a scientist who is partially responsible for the coxanthium uh, uh, not virus, medicine, not medicine, but drug, the coxanthium drug that has found its way into the water system, which has caused all these men to grow giant, massive penises, and they become raging misogynists. They kill women, they drag them out, beat the hell out of them, and they usually smash their heads in various fashions with rocks, in car doors, with sticks, with just all kinds of things. Not little sticks, but like big old logs and stuff like that. It is very a lot of head explosions and a lot of penis explosions as well. But either way, it's a very God, I'm saying a lot in this one. It's a very crazy ride. That is just a perfect way to really describe this. It's a crazy ride. But either way, this drug has found its way into the waterway. We don't know exactly why at first. We're first met by our main character, played by Drew Bolduc, his Philo character. He is being pursued after by this like hillbilly Abe Lincoln looking type character with a giant hand scythe that is pooping himself, and he's got his massive erection out at the same time. Phil decides as he's running away very, very slowly, he's going to light a cigarette, and he's running away. He runs off into the field and gets away. It's one of those. There's lots of little scenes that are like that where it's like, well, that made no sense. Why is that there? But it worked. That's the beauty of this. It's like Napoleon Dynamite if it were a trauma movie. That's my best way of describing describing this highly underrated beauty right here. Definitely check it out. But it's full of these weird little scenes like that. Like you get this weird montage with this character, this gym teacher character, who runs under the name of Houdini. You find out weird things about him, about how he loves to wrestle men, and he wears his short shorts with his boner like sticking out, and he likes to beat his women. When he hears them cry, he likes to ask them if they're hurt. In turn, if they say no, he pulls off his belt and he beats them. Now you have something to cry about. One of those ordeals. The guy's a complete. Uh, but it all stems back to some stuff that he had with his childhood, with his father. Weird little scene there. You got a scene where the two scientists are talking about pussy back and forth, about how they're going to get laid and get all this money and respect and recognition once this drug has been made, which in turn the one of the kids' dads comes down, and that's what starts it all. He drinks the stuff, and it basically proves, because it had not been tested on humans at that point, but it makes him go crazy, and he kills one of the scientists, and eventually what happens is the investor of the drug that is trying to make it widely popular for everybody to get, widely accessible, not popular, widely accessible to the point to where all men can get it. So he puts it in the water supply, and that's when things go really off kilter. Basically the end of civilization as we know it has ended. They in turn you meet more of these strange characters that are killing these women. Like there's one guy named Brown Eye, there's a guy named Pink Sock, there's a guy named Balloon Knot. There's all kinds of different characters in here that run with this. That Houdini character I mentioned earlier, he has a whole crew of people, and there's a whole backstory between Houdini and our main character Phil. Houdini was Phil's gym teacher, and they always had a clashing in school because Phil is one of those super duper, so laid back to the point to where he doesn't care. He is a skater punk. He's a skater boy, long hair, wears sunglasses. And it's funny how the sunglasses come into play. He has two different pairs. White pair, he'll throw on the white pair, and it's almost like it's his good side, and then he'll have to switch, and he'll put on his black pair, and it's almost like he's switching characters, and switching who he is as a person, and he's becoming a darker, more evil person, even though he's not flat out like, oh, I'm gonna kill you, and he's running around killing people. No, he eventually gets to that point though at the very end where he's riding around on his skateboard, blasting people in the dick left and right, because that is the one thing that stops these raging misogynists, is blowing off their testicles or their penis, blowing it off. Why not? I think it works. This is one of those movies, though, it is extremely hard to describe because it is so out there. Because there's so many weird scenes that are melded in together that it doesn't have a real. The character arc of it is very, very hard to deal with. It tells the story in a not convoluted, but in a jumbled way. You start off in the middle of the apocalypse. You go to before the apocalypse, to back into the apocalypse, to way before the apocalypse, to right now again, to back again, to where it eventually ends up to Phil going around killing everybody. It is very hard to follow when it comes to that. That is its biggest problem, in my opinion, is the way it's put together. I'm sorry, Drew and Dan. That is the one thing I have a problem with this movie is the way the story is put together. If it was cut slightly differently, I think it would have worked a little bit better. Either way, I'm not saying anything bad about this movie whatsoever. It is still an absolutely stunning gem. I recommend it from A to Z. Definitely point A to point B is well worth the price of admission. Now, I don't want to get too far into telling scenes in this movie, because this is one I really want to keep hush hush and let you guys watch it for yourself, because there is just so much stuff that I don't want to really give it away. I don't want to mention everything, because it's not that I would be ruining it. It would take away a lot of the impact, I feel, because there is so much going on that will really just it punches you in the lungs in places, and then after it's done punching you in the lungs, it goes around and it hits you with a couple rabbit punches to the kidneys, and then eventually it backs up, looks you in the face, and smiles and gives you a kiss. It is the weirdest relationship of a movie that you could ever have. It's almost masterfully done in ways. As far as any kind of ratings would go on this thing, on a technical side, this thing's probably like a 2 out of 5. It's not a technical masterpiece by any means. It is not meant to be whatsoever. The acting is extremely dry and bland. Like I said earlier, it's like Napoleon Dynamite if it was a trauma movie. You take all that acting that you had in Napoleon Dynamite and dial it down a couple of notches, you have the acting in the Taint. It is very over the edge, or overdone, overacted. It's just it's bad. It's bad acting at its finest, but it works. It's trauma. That's all I can say. So, as far as an entertainment side goes, this thing is an absolutely fun movie. I'm going to say I'm probably going to give it a 4 out of 5. This is like a 6 or a 7 out of 10 kind of movie. I think yesterday's movie Dead Girl is a much better film than this. That Dead Girl is more of a film. This is a movie flat out. But I do highly recommend it. You guys go check out The Taint. Go. It's last I knew it was available on traumadirect.com. I found mine on Amazon like a little over a year ago, and I believe it's still available there. Either way, this one is still very, very obtainable, so I don't want to hear any excuses that, oh, it's out of print. No, you can still get this one. Yes. Now that I got all that done, I do hope all of you guys have a fantastic weekend. Hopefully, I'll see you all on Monday. I'm not 100% what I'm going to line up all next week. I haven't even put too much thought into it. I got a lot of stuff that I still need to review that I got for the Christmas for Christmas. It's been a busy month with films. I've gotten a lot of stuff in the last month. So I'm going to cut this one short. I'm going to leave this one at about the 14.5-minute marker. I'm going to get the hell out of here. 14-minute marker. Nice. So I can let you guys get on to your weekend, and hopefully I don't bore you too much with this review today.